like, well, what's not fun in 2K? And we got called out by, some NBA players of what wasn't
like
fun.
ass grinding.
That kind of stuff. Like throwing the ball away on cherry pick passes.
Right.
Things you didn't have control over.
That's dope. Actually, you're saying exactly what I like to hear. And
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Pillow.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Trae Young is out there with...
like to hear. And this is the first time for you guys in a while where you had like a generation jump. Is there anything like you're real excited about?
There's some really cool stuff with movement, I'll say that. The movement and the feel of the game from current gen to next gen is like this giant leap. And on top of that, I'm not a graphics guy, I'm not an artist, but when I look at it as a fan of the game, I'm like, man, I'm blown away by what that team has accomplished too. So it just looks incredible. It's like the lighting.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Pillow.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. They've got LeBron James. Davis is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Doncic in at the shooting guard.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
No good on the triple.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand. The biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Greg, you talk about a player who took the league by storm. Luka Doncic was an immediate NBA success.
And not a surprise to see him here at the All-Star Weekend. His style of play is easy to watch, and the fans love it. Has quickly become one of the darlings of the league.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Right side Irving. Embiid against Davis. Here's Harden. And Davis sends it back.
A lot of great plays being made here on the defensive end.
That indeed is a rarity. The highlights are almost always on the offensive end of the floor in this event.
Yep, it counts.
You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
Irving passes to Embiid. Here's Antetokounmpo. There's the dish to Embiid. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Siakam with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Fast break, here they come. Outside Irving. From 18 feet away, and the jumper is good. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. And Kyrie Irving has a way of showing up big in the biggest moments. And guys, that includes the All-Star game.
Yeah, his rookie year, he was the Rising Stars game MVP his rookie season, going 12 of 13 from the field. 2 years later, the All-Star MVP hitting 14 of 17. Man, he makes it look easy.
A big group substitution here for the East. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Jokic comes in for Antetokounmpo. George is checked in for Towns. And it's Stephen Curry in for Irving. Tips it.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Levine. Here's Williamson. Good D by Drummond.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now, here's Jokic. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Lillard. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Curry against Lillard from deep Harden. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Lillard kicks to Levine. Buries the long-range jumper.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. James Harden, one of the most feared scorers in league history. He gets buckets every way you can imagine.
And the beard, known for his fearlessness, attacking, contact, and working himself to the line. I like the restraint he's shown in the All-Star game, relying more on his long-range accuracy to fill up the scoring column.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Levine deciding where to go with it. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the paint. Pass to Curry. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Misses off the left iron. And so it's the East All-Stars with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Gobert is out there with Williamson. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Tatum in at the small forward.
You're a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Nobody near Lillard. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got his second bucket of the night.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
He gets it in there.
Yeah, just a nice little move through the contact there. Curry with the fantastic body control.
And Middleton kicks to Williamson. Lillard from outside. No good that time. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Lets a floater go. Here's Jokic. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Middleton for three. And Simmons with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Adebayo throws it down.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Giannis against Davis. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. Trailing by 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, the power and intensity on display there from James, guys. I mean, giving the defense no other choice but to foul.
And LeBron James, the most accomplished and influential player of his era. It almost goes without saying that he's a fixture in the All-Star game.
A multiple MVP of the All-Star game with his explosive dunking ability. I put his All-Star highlight reel up against anybody.
Embiid, he's checked in for Adebayo. To the inside, Davis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, making the right decision in pick and rolls, the right basketball play, James is excellent at that.
That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got the lead up to 8 now for the East All-Stars. Here's James. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Passes it to Young. James dishes to Davis. And it's the East with the rebound. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Towns, no luck.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
Doncic, no good.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Embiid. Lays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got 6.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
James with the bucket.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Young against Irving. Banked in off the glass. He has 7.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
On the wing. That doesn't go in either for Irving. LeBron outside. All with the steal. Out past the Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guy.
And here's Young from the arc. 1 second left. And the dunk by Aldridge.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And so it's the East All-Stars heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome to halftime of the All-Star Game. You're watching some incredible talent. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Well, a great game so far, guys, but it appeared to be the East All-Stars who were having the most fun out there. And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star Game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final two quarters.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star Game.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Here's Irving. Pass to Embiid. Lets it go with the 3. But they'll get another chance. And here's Harden for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Nice to see Harden continue to expand his range. He is an absolute laser from outside.
Young against Irving, and he makes that one. Young's got his second basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Embiid. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Paul George comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Irving. And Joel Embiid with another All-Star game to his credit. He's right at home in all this attention.
A star on social media, one of the game's most devoted trash talkers, and he certainly can make some highlights.
Just 3 to shoot, and that one's good by Davis.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Young against Curry. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown. He has 5.
And Kevin, that 3-ball of Curry, damn it. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
On the wing, Doncic. Back to Young. From the arc, the West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, it's been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. Here's Davis. That one a little long.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Guy Steph Curry, the first unanimous league MVP and a regular in the All-Star game.
And before him, I think it was the dunkers that captivated the fans' imagination. Curry started a shift towards long-distance shooting as the new top highlight.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Gobert, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Williamson comes in for James. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Trae Young. Harden, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without fouling.
It's his first trip to the line. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the East. He hits one and misses one each at the line. And from early in his high school days, you heard about Ben Simmons. Many projected an all-star caliber career in the NBA.
Size, athleticism, and a court sense that remind many of LeBron James. There can only be one king, but Ben Simmons has a chance to one day assume the throne.
Doncic against Harden. Lillard from outside. The shot, no good. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Harden kicks to Curry. Drummond passes to Harden. Curry dishes to Harden. And there's the pass to Drummond. Tries a 3. It's rebounded by the West. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Lillard down low. Williamson, the pass to Doncic. Lillard dishes to Doncic. Williamson with it. Curry meets him. And he gets the bucket. Williamson's got 5. And here's Curry who brings it up for the East All-Stars. Leading by 5. Sweet little floater. He's got 7.
There isn't a shot Steph Curry doesn't have a feel for. Floaters, runners, whatever. The tougher, the better.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. East All-Stars ahead, up by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Siakam is out there with Tatum. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Lillard in at the point. That one drops for him.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots, you can definitely see a difference.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Siakam. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Harden. Gobert with the block. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Stolen by Harden. Here we go, one-on-one. Up again. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Hey, offensive rebound. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Anthony Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. James comes in for Tatum. Chris Middleton's checked in for Zach LaVine. Young is subbed in for Lillard. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from LeBron. Irving passes to Embiid. Outside Irving. And Davis pulls it down.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
LeBron, no luck. And stolen by James. Middleton drives in. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And the quickness of Middleton on the drive is really remarkable. I mean, he gets to the bucket so fast.
Harden the pass to Irving. Now here's Embiid. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Outside Irving. Offline with his 3.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Siakam, good.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Harden kicks to Irving. Floats one up, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Siakam. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the West All-Stars.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Middleton the pass to Young. Back to Middleton. He kicks to James. No good on the 3.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Curry's checked in, and West also making a switch. Doncic is checked in. Inside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on LeBron James.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Young's shot is off. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by the West. Left side, Davis. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Harden. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got assist number 5 here tonight. No one near James as he lets it go. And nothing is falling for him right now. Harden outside. For 3. But they recover it.
Oh, great job there, tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
Embiid. Here's Giannis. It's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And so Siakam will bring it up for the West All-Stars. 8-point game. Pass to Doncic for the 3. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. They're ahead by 5. 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now Curry. We got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. That's a 2 from Lillard, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Harden outside. So the East All-Stars win it.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great